And after South Carolina shocked Baylor 70-50 Friday night, SI Kids reporter Max Bonstetter got to kick off the press conference with Frank Martin, and it was a pretty impressive question by the kid.
Max Bonstetter, Sports Illustrated for Kids. Coach, congratulations on the win tonight. Your team clearly won the defensive battle tonight. When you coach and teach your team defense, what's more important, technique or attitude?
First of all, a lot of respect to you. That's a heck of a question. I've been doing this a long time, and that's the first time anyone's ever asked me that. That's a heck of a question. Attitude comes first. We got to have guys that are going to believe in our mission. They're going to believe in what we want to do. Once they believe, then we can teach them the technique. It all starts with our mindset, and we've got guys that are completely bought into what we do.
I can't believe some reporters were actually upset that Bonstetter got to ask a question while they were on a deadline. But Coach Martin wanted even more of the kid on Saturday. Listen to this.
Where's my guy from last night?
Max. He'll be back tomorrow, maybe.
He'll be back? I got to tell you now. When that young man asked the question he asked yesterday, and I'm not trying to get any national attention on this. My SID told me that it's become like a story. I wish I can express myself like that when I was his age. I'm telling you, that is as articulate and good a question as I've been asked all year. That was powerful stuff.
13-year-old Bonstetter appears to have quite a future. He's interviewed the likes of Coach Calipari, and there you see him with a picture with the Baylor basketball team. Prior to that, South Carolina. So, Dylan, do you think this kid might have a future in the profession when you hear his articulation and the great question that he posed to Coach Martin?
I'll tell you, we got to update our resumes, CT. We better get out there on Indeed.com. This kid's coming for our job. He's awesome. I completely agree with Frank Martin. It was a tremendous question. For me in this business, as I've kind of learned some lessons and tried to get better, I always say too much. I look back at the things I say and I say, I could have got that out with so many fewer words. A kid got to the point. It was short, It was sweet, and it was a great question. I love that question.
For sure.
It's a real thing because we know a part of defense's attitude, part of its technique, which is more important. And it's totally pertinent right now because so much of what's fueling the Gamecocks' run is their defense. So what's at the heart of that defense? Is it tude or is it technique? And we learned from Frank Martin it's tude. I love it. Yeah. And screw all you idiots who say...
Can you believe that, though?
That helps you make your deadline. Talk about the defense.
And you were using that quote in your story, I'm sure.
If I'm a reader, I want to read it. I'd be fascinated. I'd be like, wait, so some 13-year-old kid for SI Kids asked the question of the day, and it's spoken to the exact thing that's fueling South Carolina's run, their great defense, to which Coach Martin talked about their attitude defensively? You idiots.
Right. And I've been a reporter on a deadline. I understand you have a job to do that you get paid for, but it's not like that took 20 minutes. To your original point, he got in, he got out. He was very concise, very to the point.
It
wasn't long-winded.
It was a real question.
Right. And Frank Martin gave him a concise answer. It's not like Frank Martin had to sit back and tell a story from 20 years ago. That did not hinder you from doing your job, though. But kudos to that kid,
Hell yeah, man. I'd love to work with him one day. That'd be great. Mainly because that would mean I still have a job in the business years.